Good morning again. My name is Jerry. I'm just trying to help those out there that are seeking advice. The possibility of them trying to figure out water pressure problems in their home. I hope this helps. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Um, Given a little background, my house, I was blowing pipes. Not necessarily blowing pipes, but I started having cracks in my T's and my 90s due to an extensive dry spell, and then it rained. Next thing you know, I started having problems. Um, but thinking back, I actually had other problems going on. Now, if you are unsure or you're starting to have unusual water pressure in your home, meaning that your water pressure seems to have gone up, kind of weird, like things are starting to kind of go out, water leaks, you know, the water pressure higher in the sink, higher pressure, or even lower in the sink. It could be one or the other. If a regulator fails and you put a ball valve in your system, that's not going to control the pressure, it's going to control the flow. There's a big difference. What I did in order to find what was going on is I ordered a pressure gauge, as you can see right here. And if you want to look at the number, if it'll focus, I ordered this on Amazon, um, and basically it's glycerin filled, and it's made by Measure Man, or I purchased through Measure Man. It's a 2.5 inch dial size pressure gauge. It goes from 0 to 100, as you can see, and it's glycerin filled. It's 304 stainless. It's a 1/4 inch NPT lower mount. Now, also, what I bought is, you can see the adapter. That's a female adapter because it's not sticking out. I also bought a kit that it's a two-piece brass reducing kit, and as you can see right there, it's a coupler. It's a 3/4 inch GHT by 1/4 F NPT two-piece. Yeah, it's made in China, but it does the job. It comes with Teflon tape. It comes with two O-rings or seals that go inside. They go inside the fittings, just like this one. So when you hook it up to your, say, your spigot, which I just did, because the spigot, you got male threads that come out from the spigot. This is the female adapter, and I just put the gasket or the seal inside, and then when I screwed it onto the gauge, I used the Blue Monster sealant. Now just make sure you don't get that sealant on the inside of the hole that calculates the pressure on your water. Now, that was how I was able to tell what my water pressure was, or if it was too high or too low. As soon as I turned on the water and I screwed this on, and I used on my spigot, when I was screwing this onto my spigot, because this is the female side, right? As soon as I did that and turned the water back on with my ball valve, this pressure gauge shot up past 100, which is over here, all the way. It maxed out, and then it hit the peg where it stopped on the screw, which was telling me it was way above 100 psi, which was explaining to me that my pressure, again, not flow, but pressure, was way too high in the pipe, which was also causing extensive damage or pressure onto joints over extended amount of time. Now, I had an 1.5 inch PVC pipe, And over time, I guess, they get old. That's one. Movement from the ground is two. But over a period of time of having that much pressure on a pipe, and then any type of movement, whether it be earth movement, whether it be too dry or too, um, and then you have extensive rain right after that, the ground's going to shift. It doesn't take much for pipe to crack. Usually, if you have pipe crack, it's usually on a 90-degree fitting. It might crack in the armpit of it, like in the bend on the inside, and also on a T. It's like if you have a regular T, the bottom of the T, and you got the top. It's gonna, like a T-shirt in a sense. It's gonna crack underneath the armpits of the T. Now, this helped me figure out that my water pressure, um, without anybody coming out, not an inspector or anything like that. Um, Again, it helped me basically figure out that my water pressure was way too high. Now, again, if you buy this package, I bought that on Amazon. Um, I know the gauge was about $9 or $10. This gauge right here was about 9 or 10. This two-piece fitting, I can't remember if it was like 5 or 6, maybe $8 or something like that. The Blue Monster I bought at, I think I bought it at Home Depot or Lowe's. They have it in the pipe thread area. Anyway, I put all this together. You don't have to let the Blue Monster set. You just wipe it on the threads, screw it on. Make sure you're holding this, holding the gauge, not holding the top, but hold this and screw this on with a crescent or a wrench. It doesn't have to be Superman tight. It just has to be nice and snug. But as you're turning this, make sure you're holding this so you don't damage the gauge. So put a wrench on this part right up close to the gauge, and put a crescent wrench on the other side or a wrench, and it'll screw on. Now that right there, this is a 3/4 inch, 3/4 inch female. That screws on to your spigots or onto the male side of your water hose. This is a male. This is a female. It goes in. So if you have any questions, but anyway, I spent about $9 or $10 on the gauge. The Blue Monster is about $7.36, and then this kit with the two adapters, um, whichever one you need. You might need a female, or you might need a male, or you might need the female, depending on what your application is. But this helped me figure out what my water pressure was at the house, at the spigot. And the pressure is different than volume. Volume is just, it's going, the amount that it takes to recover, once you're using water, the flow. So you can turn down a ball valve and you're still going to have flow. It's just going to slow it down with the ball valve. But overall, pressure is pressure. That's controlled by a regulator in your water line. If you start having unusual water problems, things that don't make sense, things are blowing out, you might, or the fact that your water is going in too slow or not enough. Check your water pressure on any spigot that is in line or in your house or outside your home. Put the pressure gauge on there, visualize it, with your, or see with your eyes. Your water pressure should not be above 80 psi at any point in your home. Um, Mine set at 65 psi, which, from the county, that's what they're saying that they set it at where I'm at. You can have 45, you can have 50, you can have 55. Anything over 80, now you're asking for leakage problems. You're asking to blow pipe, um, over a long extent. It might be able to hold it, but eventually it's going to cause undue stress and pressure. But this is what I did. I hope this helps someone. I know it doesn't take 10 minutes to go through a video, but I just wanted to reach out and hopefully this will help somebody out. My other videos talk about Blue Monster. I'm just bringing this to people that are trying to think that it's this extensive thing to check your water pressure. It's not a big deal. You buy the gauge from Amazon. You can buy this from Amazon, the fittings, the kit, um, and it's really not that hard. You screw it on, make sure it's snug, turn on your water, and it's going to tell you what your water pressure is. If it's above 80 psi, you're probably you're putting undue stress on the pipes on the inside of the house, which is going to be more costly. Mine was outside the house for the water supply. I hope this helps. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. I hope this helps someone.